From trails to mountains, even water. America's second oldest motorcycle is in a class all its own.
The Rokon is an all-wheel drive motorcycle, lightweight. It can carry up to 600 pounds, a go-slow workhorse that can literally pretty much go anywhere, particularly in tight terrain and in mountainous terrain, and it also happens to float. It has hollow wheels.
It also served as a movie prop with out-of-this-world capabilities.
You got any ideas?
Sylvester Stallone uses the Rokon as a weapon against the bad guys in the motion picture The Expendables 2. The Rokon Trailbreaker was invented in 1958 in California. The company eventually moved east. Tom Blaze bought Rokon out of bankruptcy in 1991. He moved the company from the Monadnock region to Portsmouth, eventually moving it here to its current headquarters in Rochester. But he sells Rokons all over the world.
We've had a good run in the Middle East, particularly in Jordan. We sold quite a few there. King Abdullah is a huge fan of Rokon. The Special Forces in Jordan uses Rokons. But we've also sold the U.S. Special Forces. We've sold different countries. The top speed of a Rokon is 35 miles an hour. We have street legal, but mostly we're off-road. We have 6 models, and some are geared towards hunters, some are geared towards trail builders, some are geared towards preppers, people who want to have everything aboard to make sure they can survive a natural disaster or any kind of challenge.
Randy Teft put his Rokon Trailbreaker to the test when he decided to travel across the country to raise money for the Wounded Warrior Project in 2015.
As far as I know, this is the only two-wheel drive motorcycle that has ever been ridden coast to coast.
From Portsmouth to Malibu.
Google Maps has a no highway option because it only does 30, 35 miles an hour. So I couldn't go on the highway, and I had to figure out how to get across the Hudson River and the Mississippi River. And so there are smaller roads and bridges that do just that.
Rokon Randy, as he calls himself, logged 3,800 miles on about $200 of gas. A challenging ride, but he says worth it.
I was in the breakdown lane, and my head was kind of on a swivel. I'm looking at the mirrors and checking to make sure no one's going to hit me.
Randy raised $10,000 for Wounded Warriors. Rokon's unique style recently caught the attention of former Tonight Show host and car buff Jay Leno. Tom Blaze filmed an episode of Jay Leno's Garage on YouTube TV.
Jay is just a gearhead. He's totally into everything. He's done so many different shows about motorcycles and cars. And I guess when you think about us, we're the second oldest continuously produced motorcycle made in America company. We got to catch his attention after Harley Davidson, so he finally landed us to do a show.
Michael Plimmer hooks up a small trailer and takes his Rokon everywhere.
I want something that's slow, can go everywhere, and just really lets you feel like you're part of the terrain. Rode the Las Vegas Strip at night, which was kind of awesome. And then I also did Sunset Strip in LA. Got a great shot right outside the Beverly Hills Hotel sign before the security guards came and ran me off.
Rokon even has a place in pop culture trivia. It is a question in the popular board game Trivial Pursuit, asking where the Rokon Trailbreaker can store an extra 4.5 gallons of fuel. Answer, in the wheels. So, with all this attention on the Rokon, why not take it for a spin?
All right, I'll set it up for you.
After a couple of false starts.
Oh, this has got some power to it.
I'm going to put it in low gear for you.
I was on my way.
Rokons have a lot of advantages off-road. They're lighter, they're simpler to operate, they're reliable. They pretty much go everywhere, more so than any other vehicle, period.
After a quick ride, I can see why the Rokon is so popular.
That was fun.
Because of its all-wheel drive capability, Rokon is also used for search and rescue.
When you look at woods like the woods behind me, we're literally the only vehicle that can go straight into the woods. If you got a four-wheeler, you need 51 inches of width. A Rokon, you can go right in, just like you could walk in. So we can go and do searching, tight searching grids for lost children, or in the case of someone being injured, we actually have a rescue trailer. We can tow you out slowly and get you out.
With the wide tractor wheels and a weight of about 218 pounds, many have pushed the Rokon beyond its limits. But this bike can plow up or through just about anything. And it's a whole lot of fun.